Barbalicious. How you guys doing? Hi. So today I'm going to do Chinese food again. And I'm going to try again some other stuff. But I couldn't find any egg roll wrappers. So I'm going to make some dough, egg roll dough. So I'm going to try that. And then I got a request because we have no cookies. So I'm going to do my cookies and I'm going to do the dough all kind of at the same time. So I'm going to start with the cookies first. I'm doing a chocolate chip and then oatmeal with nothing in it because that's the way they like it. So I am going to cream together my butter, my sugar, and my eggs and my vanilla all mixed together. Usually I'm a little bit more organized than this and it's the two are the same recipes. Now you can do, so it's 2 cups of butter. No, it's a cup of butter. Sorry, holy cow. It's a cup of butter, that's why I looked like, no, that's not right. So it's a cup of butter, or margarine, whatever you have. And then it is a cup of brown sugar. I'm getting low on here in this way. And I'm doing chocolate chip, and then I'm doing an oatmeal just with nothing in it. And then if you want to do the chocolate chip, when you do your chocolate chip up, just add 1/4 of a cup of cocoa to it. And then you'll get the chocolate chip. Right? Or you can add nuts to this, raisins, whatever. I don't care. This is what I do. This is what my family likes, and this is what I do. So, but you can, with this recipe, you can put anything you want in it, right? So, it's just easy peasy. So 1 cup of brown sugar, give or take. It doesn't have to be accurate, right? Like, you know, it's fine. I'm going to take this out of here because I need 1/2 cup of white sugar. Again, give or take. It doesn't have to be exactamo. It's not a big deal. 2 eggs. So egg there. Egg there. An egg there, and an egg there, and then I don't measure this, but you can. A teaspoon, roughly, of vanilla in each one. I tend to put a little bit more in because I like vanilla, but you can hand mix this like this if you want, or you can get your little hand mixer out, or whatever to mix. You just want to cream it together like so. So like I said, yeah, I went to get shopping because, you know, you're not allowed, well, I shouldn't say you're not allowed. I try and do, like, I do one store shop, right? So I pick one place where I have to get the most stuff, and that's where I go, and I try and get, like, everything at that one place, so I'm not going from store to store to store. So when I went yesterday, the store that I went to, they didn't have egg roll wraps. So I thought it can't be that hard to make them. So we're gonna try. We're gonna make some. So it's just flour and eggs. It's basically the same thing as a pasta recipe, right? And you're just gonna cut them into squares and stuff them for egg rolls. And I'm gonna make dumplings too. I'm gonna try and do dumplings with it too. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, now my wet is done. So now I'm gonna add my dry. So this is 2 cups of flour. So that's 1/2 cup. So that's 1 cup. And there's another 1/2 cup. There's 2 cups. There's 1 cup. And 2 cups, like that. Voila! Now, it's a teaspoon of baking soda. this out of here too. Because it wasn't a full scoop, that's why I have, because I'm really near the bottom, so I'm not even getting, so I'm just, there we go. There's that, and then a teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda, and then a teaspoon of salt, and I've got my oven preheated at 350. So a teaspoon of salt. Now, this is where you would add, if I wanted to do the chocolate flavored ones, I would add cocoa to this, but I'm not gonna, because no one likes those ones. Around here they don't anyways. But anyhow, but it would be good. Like I used to make the chocolate ones, and then I would put ice cream in the middle and make them into ice cream sandwiches. And here I just add a couple handfuls of chocolate chips to this one, and this is the oats. So all I do is I add a cup and a little bit, like a cup and maybe like a quarter of a cup. And then I'm going to stir this one first because I don't want any oats in here. So I stir it up, and you just want to combine the ingredients. You don't want to overmix, because that's how you get like a tough cookie crunch. Like they're not good. They're not. You just as it's combined together, and that's it. And that's the thing about baking, is you don't overmix your stuff, because that's how you get like tough stuff and not good stuff. See how it's just combined, right? So we stop. Here we go. It's mixed. Just seconds. That's all it takes. That's it. You're not putting it in the mixer and mixing it for 5 minutes. Nah, not for me. For you, go ahead. I used to do it like that because it was way easier, but I just do it this way now, and it's just as easy. And these are the oatmeal ones. These ones here, sometimes you might have to add a little bit more liquid to it because it's a bit dry. So you just add like a tablespoon of milk to it. But I just do this until it's combined, and I scrape the bottom, make sure all the flour's in there, and it's all combined. Do you see how I'm doing that? Right, so that I would say is a combined cookie. So that one is done. So then I take my, move this, leave that there. I got the cookie tray here. I don't line it with nothing. I don't spray it with nothing. I do nothing to it. I just take my little handy dandy scooper and I scoop them out. Just like that. So this is a great thing for the kids to do. Kids can love to do this, because then they get to eat the dough too, right? What kid doesn't like that? So now I just kind of spread them out a little bit more so I can fit all of them on here, like so. Then I put them in my oven, 350, and I cook them for about 15 minutes. So that's it. And then I'll clean this up and I'll do up the pasta, or the egg roll dough. Right. So I'm back. I got my mix master out because I don't feel like kneading the dough. So I'm going to do it the lazy way, because that's how I'm going to do it. So it's 2 cups of flour, and I've never done this before. This is like, I usually do my pasta, I do it on the counter, and I just mix in my eggs and do it like that, and then knead it for a bit, and then I let it sit and rest. So this here though, the video that I seen on YouTube, they put it in here and they kneaded it for quite a while. So I'm going to try it this way and see what happens. If not, then I'll just go back to the other way. So it's 2 cups of flour, 2 eggs. It calls for half a teaspoon of salt. And then it says 1/3 of a cup of water. But I'm just going to mix this first and see what happens. got a spatula here. So this is basically like what I do for my pasta, because I always add, for every cup of flour I add a egg, and then I sometimes add like an extra egg just because it needs it. So I'm just going to add the water because it does need it. Turn it up. Make a mess, make a mess, make a mess. Make a mess. Not a good time unless you're making a mess. So it's getting combined right now. I'm not liking it though. It's too... I find it's too dry, like it's not, there's not enough liquid in it. It's very dry. I don't like it. But I'm also supposed to be mixing it on low setting too, not high speed like I just did. So to do it on low, but I'm not liking it. So I'm just gonna add like another teaspoon, tablespoon to it. There we go. Now it's better. Now it's formed like a ball. Now it's not, it doesn't look like there's sand on the bottom of it. Now it's all combined together. So it says to do this for about 3 minutes on kind of like low medium. So that's what I'll do. I'll let this go for about 3 minutes. And come back and show you what it looks like. So it's been going for about 3 minutes. And it's nice and it's, oh wow, it's kind of soft. I like that. So now you're supposed to let it sit and rest now. So I'm just going to wrap it in saran wrap, or you can put it in a Ziploc bag, whatever you have, however you want to do it. I'm getting to the bottom of my saran wrap here, so it's getting near the end. Oopsie. It's a good thing I'm pretty, not smart. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap this like this, and I'm just going to, you can leave it in the fridge if you want, or leave it on the counter. I just leave mine on the counter. I'll let it sit out there for the rest of the day. And that's it. So that's the start of it anyways, of what I'm going to do. So I'll show you, I'm just going to use my pasta machine to roll this out and stuff too. So I'll show you how to do all that and stuff later on. But have a nice afternoon.